Welcome to Brawlhalla.
There we go. All right, so they're going to Mammoth Fortress too, so that has a more of a moving platform, and I mean it's got a decent sized ceiling, so either Simba and Anonymous Alex can knock off that ceiling pretty well. But this is the play style that I was talking about from Anonymous Alex. They go into these two-piece combos and go into signatures, build up damage. Like the down signature comes out a lot from Anonymous Alex. It's already built up Simba into the orangey red of their first stock, but right now it seems like Simba's starting to make it back a little bit.
Simba definitely with some ground to cover, never too far behind, very calculated player, but still a lead is a lead, and that is leaning in Anonymous's favor. That uppercut interrupting the sig. Alex, there we go, also doing a very good job of weapon starving. Simba able to pick up the pointy candy cane spear, but unfortunately that does not last long, as Alex weapon starving really is a true combo. Simba barely spending any time with any weapon in his hands right now, still able to honestly play immaculate and able to keep toe-to-toe, despite the fact that Alex is usually the one with a weapon and Simba without. But still, now that Simba has a sword, the pressure is on and is able to hit that Sair, sending Alex to that bottom corner. But with how hard-hitting and rewarding Taros is as a character, Simba, oh, there we go, some of the reversal, trying to get some weapon starving of their own in there. Some of the sword coming out. Alex was just fishing for that uppercut and lands it, and that's able to balance things out for Alex. Simba's never really too far behind. You can think that someone else has a lead, but Simba's really just able to bring it right back.
Yeah, absolutely. And right now, I mean, Anonymous though, I mean, he's got so much of this power when it comes down to their gameplay, but Simba also has a lot of different spear combos that they can do, and a lot of spear finishers. That's phenomenal spear side air to go and finish off that spear combo. Knocking out Anonymous Alex's first stock or second stock is awesome, and now Simba's got a full stock lead.
After everything that Alex has dragged Simba through, these almost feels like a completely different game. I feel like I blinked and I'm just expecting to have someone 1-0 on the board. Simba, very good job from recovering from the deficit that they've been on for what feels like the entire game, and very quickly brings it back. Right now with this spear. This spear coming out from Simba is doing phenomenally, but that has to get shut down. Weapon starving really is the name of the game right there. That's how anyone is able to get a good enough lead right now. Both, oh no, Alex with the head bonk, coming so close to being unable to recover. Simba also trying to give Alex a bit of a taste of his own medicine with some recovery, some uppercuts to try to send Alex off the top. Alex still has some damage to do. These approaches are going to be very different. Alex is trying to build up damage while Simba is just trying to build up the courage for that ground pound, get the KO, put one up on the board. And we're going to game 2 with, I don't know if I saw any character swaps or not. We might be doing the same thing.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think realistically it'd be smart for Simba to go ahead and stick with the same character anyways, because they won with it. And Anonymous is known for that Taros. No matter what, we're going to see Anonymous Alex play that Taros. Unless it's a pocket pick that it's like the final round and they don't really know what to do with their main character. So we'll have to see. Right now they're going into round 2 though. And Anonymous Alex and Simba are going to get the shit, but Anonymous Alex picks up that first weapon. So let's see here. As we speak right now, Simba does go ahead and pick up that spear. Anonymous Alex does have the axe, and it's starting to build up a lot of damage. I think Simba needs to start landing a lot more of these spear style combos against Anonymous Alex here, but we'll have to see. Anonymous does go ahead and pick up that there onto Simba. This will spot that for Simba trying to read his jump side air, but Anonymous with that stomp side air knockout on Simba, knocking out Simba's first stock. So realistically right now, Simba needs to go ahead and try to build some damage up onto Anonymous Alex going forward. With that being said, Silent Side coming out of Anonymous Alex. Simba trying to go and build some type of damage up onto Anonymous, but I mean, just having a very difficult time doing that with Anonymous Alex's spacing. It's working so much out well for them, that, I mean, it's giving him a whole stock lead. But now as we see signatures come out, we'll see Simba start to really try to counter them. So you might see an axe down signature or even a counter signature by Simba, right? We'll have to see. Simba with a jump side air onto Anonymous. Alex throws the weapon, tries to pick up the sword, but Anonymous picks up the hammer instead and does a ground case of down signature to give Anonymous a 2-stock lead over Simba. Anonymous is going crazy right now, and Simba goes a little bit crazy with the unarmed, picks up the sword, lands that side air, lands the recovery nair, does not knock off that ceiling because of where they knocked him out on part of the map. Throws the sword, and it looks like Simba comes in with the sword recovery. So right now Simba removes the 2-stock lead and now has a 1-stock Simba removes a 2-stock disadvantage, now has a 1-stock disadvantage. There we go. And we'll have to see how they do. They need to do some type of damage buildup onto Anonymous, maybe going in with that spear again because of the amount of range it has. But Anonymous is starting to space them out very, very well going forward into this round. I think they start to get the grasp of how Anonymous is, or how Simba's really countering Anonymous Alex, and now been countering it very, very well. And that hammer has definitely been very beneficial for Anonymous Alex going forward with this. So right now Simba gets stomped sided and Anonymous Alex picks up game 2 with a 2-stock lead. Very nice job by Anonymous. And right now Simba needs to find some type of way of countering Anonymous and goes over to Boat Bar.
I am very curious to see how this hammer is going to come out from Simba, and also with a bit of a change of scenery on Demon Island. So Alex is going to have a lot of variables changing for him right now as we're going into this new game. And right now, unfortunately, Alex isn't able to weapon starve too much. Simba quickly picking up sword, but it ends up being 2 different SIGs. The second one almost 3 of the same SIG. Never mind. Almost connecting. Alex just really going for the big plays here, but also so is Simba with that ground pound. Simba unable to interrupt Alex picking up the axe, and unfortunately also has to throw for that sword. But Alex has been placing these SIGs so well, just like you said. The way that Alex is able to use these SIGs just so naturally in the game. A lot of other people are usually much more hesitant to use SIGs, but he's not using it in a spammy way. He just uses them in so much more of a different way, and that is why it's so exciting to watch him. And we have to watch Simba go off the side of the screen, but it's still very, very close. Alex has Simba very, very close on his tail. Simba just winding up that side heavy. It ends up being a recovery, not quite going to do it. Alex just needs to survive a little bit longer to get this extra credit, but Simba, I have a feeling Simba's gonna be able to find the KO quickly, unless Alex is actually doing a very good job of spacing Simba away from him, but it ends up being the GC slide recovery doing it. Simba, a little bit of a celebration dance, very well deserved, unable to stop Alex from picking up that axe, but that dare into recovery. That dare would have been smart to leave by its own, since Simba could have just touched the floor, get some landing space, and try to prevent Alex from landing. Put Alex in a tricky situation up in the sky and start to juggle, but that recovery slamming Alex back down to the ground might have been a pretty big factor. Now Alex is able to take Simba down to that last stalk and continue the barrage, and just, oh my god, this man knows when to hit the heavy attack button. This man just knows. As so many SIGs come out and so many of them connect, it's outstanding to see the way that Alex takes this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Very nice job coming out of Alex there. Are we going to see a ditto? We're going to see a ditto, I have a feeling. Okay. All right, let's f***ing see it. Let's see how Simba does with the Taros as well. We got Yeti Taros going against almost like the cyber style Taros skin as well. So we're going into game 4, and I want to see how this goes. I know people are trying to go a little bit crazy about it, but I mean, it's a ditto. Ditto is a legitimately good option going forward with this.
Oh,
it looks like they're going to go ahead and reset it here, but as we get into that, I think a nom is crashed or something. But we're going to let them go ahead and figure that out real quick. Oh, I'm gonna... Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make this clear because I've already had 2 situations like it. If you're gonna be planning on playing in the event, do not DQ halfway through. All right, I already had 1 situation like it. Now I have a second. All right, so try not to do it, or else I will have to ban people for weeks on end for future Boost Wars events. I don't want to do that. All right, but they're redoing your set. You want to make sure it's available. I already had someone else DQ. Do not DQ, please, in the future. All right. So with that being said, let's go over back to the game. It's still game 4. Anonymous Alex is up by 1, and Simba chose the Ditto matchup, which is gonna be pretty dope because I think maybe Simba's character choice kind of scared Anonymous Alex's game client and made him lag out. I don't know, but we'll have to see going forward with this. But now we're going into game 4, and we'll have to see how these players do.
Right now, we have a character Ditto, but not quite a weapon Ditto just yet. Simba picking up some speed with this hammer, similar hammer that's on the BOUT, but Alex still just hanging with this axe. Weapon throw, maybe we might see here we go. We see the hammer Ditto. Taros hammer into Taros hammer. Both 3 stocks on orange. Alex quickly changing that to now red, but also Simba with a bit of a response. Alex had some very good chances, very good choices to try to bring Simba down to that second stock, but Simba just barely able to creep back around, get some snares, get some very, very tight recoveries. Alex charged that Sig on the ground, psyching Simba out a little bit. And now Anonymous is actually able to capitalize on some of the chances that he was trying to give himself a little bit earlier. Able to get a good attack in, bring Simba down to second stock, and just still keeps going. Simba starting to touch on orange and maybe soon red. Color changes very fast. Right now, that's Sayer. Alex really just going for the extra credit. The stocks are even now. Simba very well placed aerial attack right there. But Alex has all the room, time, space, whatever in the world. Alex is looking pretty comfortable right now. Like I said, if you see him in losers brackets, I'm not too worried about him, but I am worried about Simba on their last stock right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Simba's got to be very, very careful about this. This Ditto pick may have not been in their favor. And to think about it, why would you choose a character that another character is very good at? A lot of times it tends to have a lot of implementations in regards with what the opposing player can do against you, right? So, I mean, they are able to knock Anonymous into the orange. Maybe that Stomp Cider knocks out, maybe with the weapon throw, maybe with a side light into a ground pound or something. I don't know, but I mean, you're doing pretty good with the Ditto, making it even, but Anonymous has been keeping the lead for this entire round so far overall.
Simba able to have a very excellent change of pace, slow down things a little bit, and finally able to start to set up a bit of a chance as stocks are even once again. Damage lead looking a little bit scary, towering over Simba, but still Simba has made it this far despite the fact, like you said, this is a bit of a strange pick to go Taros Gaming, but it's not going super horribly for Simba, but that Sayer ends up going horribly for Simba.
Absolutely. Right now, Anonymous Alex picks up this set 3-1 over Simba. Congratulations to them.